score this afternoon. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And we are underway at Acor Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game.
It's a gain of 9. It brings up second and a yard.
From the 35, here's second and a yard. Here's Flacco. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And he will go all the way. Noah Fant, touchdown Cincinnati. Now fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
He'll get this underneath to Swift. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
On second down, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Brown. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Flacco. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Loveland in motion. A play fake. Now Williams. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A first catch for DJ and a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. And this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be 3rd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll get about 5.
DeAndre Swift, ball carrier. Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. He'll get this out wide. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out. I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Now Swift. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 10-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Higgins sent in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Flacco to throw. There's Fant open right side. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. To the left side, blocked by Chase. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals move out in front by the score of 17-3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Geno Stone with the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Geno Stone on the stop. A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their 2nd-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
To throw is Flacco. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40 as we are ready to get back underway. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Flacco. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And 3rd down coming up.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Bears 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting the 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
To the left side, he's got Clement, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Cole Clement, touchdown Bears. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's Flacco. He'll air one out for Higgins. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards! Touchdown, Cincinnati! A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals move out to a 24-10 lead.
Bears 10.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. A run here with Smith. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It was set up second down.
He was brought down by Jordan Battle. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll step up and run. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 43.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, it's Williams. For the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Bears first down.
Chicago.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's Torrey Taylor now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brown. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. There's the big tight end pass. A great connection there. They're gonna bring it down inside the 35-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Flacco. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Now Flacco. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Brown is into the end zone. Touchdown. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On first down, it's Swift. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. E.J. Hill shuts it down there.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Josh Newton in there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On third down, it's Williams. The pressure is too much, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Comes with the punter now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Higgins. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Flacco to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 23.
The thing that that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And we'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Flacco to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Ryan Rico now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Bears offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. A big play after being backed up, and even 30 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Swift. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And the Bears first down.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Williams. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock, catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He gets this complete to Burden. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Bengals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The tight end, Fant, in motion. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
A fairly quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. Third down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It's a frustrating series. It'll bring up fourth down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the third and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Duvernay to return. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. Not much there. A yard or two down to the 48. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
It's second and 8 at the Bengals' 48-yard line.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Headed left, buying time.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work to start those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will get into the end zone. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears are able to cut into the deficit.
Bears 17.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
the Bengals offense, and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Andre Yosivach was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
He's going to let it go deep for Chase.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Bengals out and ready to punt, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll put Loveland in motion. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
6 yards.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On the return is Jones. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Passing right side, and Chase has it. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Brown. down of the afternoon. Now, some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, it was something to watch.
McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
Bears 17.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work.
At their own 27-yard line.
They will run it over center with Swift. Oh, he's going to have a Bears first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, Chicago.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's a short throw caught by Komet, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, Just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Yeah, that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Swift, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
He'll try and throw, and here's Williams. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Now it's Santos for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. On the ground, it's Brown. Finding room at the 35. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Higgins sent in motion. Flacco. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He's got the tight end, Tanner Hudson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. The Bengals ready to punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll go play action here with Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Bears first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Bears.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
We spend so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down. Throw it again. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Bears first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll step up and run this.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Second and inches. Here's Williams. Flush to his right. And he will score! Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops. and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Bears are able to edge a bit closer.
38, Bears 27.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return.
The Bengals take over.
The Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Chase. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
The tight end Fant in motion. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup there of 13. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's Flacco. Back into the hands of Yosifov. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Caught left side by Fant. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15 yards through the air. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Flacco to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
on is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bears 27.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Bears offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing is Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Here's Williams now to throw. That one on target to Moore. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Williams. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Third and short yardage. Here's Williams. That is caught. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyle Manunga. Touchdown, Chicago. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to cut into the deficit. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Bengals offense and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Brown. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll stick with him again. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10. Flacco to throw. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long one.
One of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Bears, 36-yard line.
Play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out to Brown. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. Talk things over before 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. 18 yards on the pickup there, and the Bengals going to have a 1st down. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll stay on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Second down and 8. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
8 yards.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To throw is Flacco. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.